I try to experiment with a name for the stream. Let it be Experience, like Joe Rogan Experience as well, right? Okay, it seems like the comments should pump out automatically in the window if everything is working good. And I need to share the stream and we'll start, okay? Usually I just share the stream. Oh, hi, Ben. Hope you're doing great. How was your birthday? Was it good? Was it all right? Hi, Incorruptus. Hope you're also doing great. I also want to share my stream on the main channel. Your channel, and we're gonna start very soon. How is your day? Yeah, my day is good. I went to dermatologist. They cut my mole. They sent for analysis because it's kind of suspicious for them. So yeah, was a little surgery today. Hopefully everything is all right with that mole. Yeah. Idea for the stream is to review the news and events, and later what? Later I want to go for playing our creators, but it will be in a couple of hours, I guess. Okay, hope you're doing too. Hello, Marcian Latvian. Oh, nice. We have people from Latvia too. Sound is good. Thank you, Betsy. Yeah, we have the comment section. We have everything seems to be working. I already shared all of the links. Drunk Drummer, hi. I hope you're doing great. Привет. Yeah, today was like I didn't sleep well, so maybe like few hours or 3 hours the last night. I don't know. I have a crazy. I want to sleep now, but I decided to go for a stream and after a while go to bed. I also wanted to record one more video, but it seems like I cannot do it any longer. But the stream is more okay for me. Like it's not that time consuming because then you record the video, you need to get prepared for it just a little. Oh, Hawk, hola. Hope you're doing great. How was your day? Or how is it? Yeah, it seems like you have daytime or maybe even morning time in USA. I see that someone streams during the nighttime, someone streams during the daytime. Yesterday I watched this guy, VTuber. His name, yeah. It's the Burnt Peanut. He is so entertaining. You know, it's like a VTuber. I will show to you. VTuber, it means the virtual tuber or V streamer, we may call it. It's called the Burnt Peanut. The burn. Yeah, and like this. The Burnt Peanut, that's his channel, where he streams 1.5 million subscribers, but he's doing streams and some of the stream cuts. Yeah, from live, like 7-hour streams, it's pretty much okay for him. He's playing Arc Raiders. Videos live, and it's so entertaining. He has those visual effects and everything, you know.
Actually, let me take a quick sip of the chili, Let me pop it open. Got a fresh new one here. Got a fresh new one just for today. Hope you boys don't mind. Feel free to join me as well.
So he's in a lobby, and then he plays Arc Raiders.
Today, you know how he is into men dressed in dog suits that use the dog suits during sweaty, nasty, raw, disgusting, feral butt. Oh, well, hold on. Wait, sir. Before you kill me, I've got something really important you're going to want to hear, okay? Well, hold on now, sir.
He is so, like, entertaining.
That's right! That's right!
He is, like, well recognized already in Arc Raiders because he plays this game and he makes it partially viral.
And he could use your help!
And this guy recognized him.
Sir!
Oh my God, dude, it's been a dream to meet you, my brother.
The honor is all mine. Oh, thank you, good sir.
So yeah, it's funny. And throughout 7 hours, he still keeps an energy.
You thought you stood a chance.
Yeah, well, you know what? 2 out of 1, so.
Very naive. Very naive. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit tired after all. Maybe. After 7 hours.
Oh, no way!
No, not tired. So he keeps his energy all the stream. He's so entertaining, so people watch him. But his identity is still yet to be revealed. So no one knows who he is, but he is a breakthrough. I think he is even won some of the award on the gaming. He started from Escape from Tarkov, but now he plays Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders is a really nice game. I like it. The funnest show from recently was Pam Bondi in the Congress acting like crazy teenage girl. Yeah, she's like a bully teenage girl. Really crazy. Ice hockey camp tonight. Oh, nice. Ice hockey is great. Everything is great about hockey, about Canada, about America. America, Surface hi. Hope you're doing great. So yeah, it's so energetic, like those streams from the Burnt Peanut. The Burnt Peanut. I would like to be so entertaining as well. But probably I can't. Dinner time here in Netherlands. Oh yeah, it's dinner time and it's Friday, so people are doing their own stuff usually. Well, we'll see. Tonight USA versus Latvia teams. Nice. Why don't we have anyone commenting on Twitch? Come on, 6 persons viewing me. Don't lurk. Comment. It's interesting that Twitch is... It's a little bit different live streams on on Twitch. Fuck, again, I have something with my throat. It seems like I speak just too much. Thursday. Today is Thursday? Come on, no. Oh, it's Thursday indeed. Friday is tomorrow. I thought today is Friday. Okay, I missed one day, but it's fine. I have a Wasser. Wasser trinken. Bull. Charging for the stream. I'm so glad, Denys, since you're mic guy, which mic would you recommend? Kid Rock for lip synchronizing? I think it was the stream glitch, no? I think it was the glitch of live show. I think it wasn't really the problem with alcohol. I have a special tablet here. We'll put it. You know what is this? This is vitamin. What is this? Shit, focus. Vitamin C. I hope you see. Plus zinc. Citrone. It was fake. You think so? Maybe it was. I'm not sure. Let's find it out. You want to find it out? Let's go to the Adam Mokler channel. I think he recorded the video about Adam Mokler. Yeah, so let's go. I think he recorded the video about this. He's a very talented blah 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 guy. So here I started to watch this video, but I haven't finished it. So I saw the thumbnail about microphone.
For you, it has. All right, have you guys been paying attention to the cultural backlash coming from Kid Rock's Super Bowl halftime show?
All right.
Which, quite frankly, set the MAGA movement back years in a cultural sense. Not only did top MAGA figures come out and say the Bad Bunny performance was 10 times better, it pulled 30 times the views and was clearly just more energetic and American.
Well, yes, I agree.
Kid Rock had to come out and essentially apologize because people pointed out that his halftime performance was clearly pre-recorded. He posted a video yesterday that I'll play for you. It has 5.9 million views because
it's a lot.
Cultural humiliation. I'd call it cultural.
Well, the idea that maybe if Kid Rock was singing on that Super Bowl, he would have, of course, many more views, could be up to 100,000, because people just do not switch off. For this show, they had to select the other channel, switch off from live, from Super Bowl itself, and then switch to this show. That's extra action, no one does it.
Cultural self-destruction.
Just some crazy mugging.
Honestly, about 1 year ago, after Trump had won, and then even after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, there was a sense that people were beginning to gravitate more towards the right. I saw people that I went to high school with back in Indiana reposting more right-wing stuff, and it was a shift from the Biden or BLM era of politics. But now,
in a way,
they
yes,
have self-destructed any cultural relevance they had by being cringe lunatic losers who are very clearly fascistic. I mean, take Jake Paul, for example. Jake Paul backed down off of his Bad Bunny criticisms in 1 day, in 24 hours. Let me walk you through this.
Yeah, he was really afraid. I think Jake Paul realized how fucked up he really is with his support of Kid Rock or Oopsay show, so he backtracked. Yeah, he said that Bad Bunny. Well, maybe he was just trolling, but he said Bad Bunny is fine.
Before the Super Bowl halftime show, he tweeted out, "I'm purposely turning off the halftime show. Let's rally together and show big corporations they can't just do whatever they want without consequences."
Custom Officer, thank you for the comment. You're the first today on
Realize
Twitch.
You have power. Turn off this halftime. A fake American citizen performing
Evelyn,
who publicly
hi.
hates America. I cannot support that. So I pointed out, dude, you own a house in Puerto Rico and fly its flag.
Yeah, he owns really the house in Puerto Rico, flown its flag, and he says that Bad Bunny is not American. Evelyn, did you report on this? Flamingo missiles used to strike ammunition depot. Yeah. In my last video, my most recent video, you may check it out.
When it's convenient. Rather than saying fake American, just say what you really mean.
Evelyn.
Even his brother Logan Paul immediately
Thank
rebuked
you
him and said,
commenting
"I love
on
my
Twitch
brother,
as
but
well.
I don't agree with this. Puerto Ricans are Americans, and I'm happy they were given the opportunity to showcase the talent that comes from the island." So already there was some friction. But then Jake Paul doubles down. He says, "The problem with my tweet is the word fake is being misinterpreted. He's not a fake citizen, obviously, because he's Puerto Rican. I love Puerto Rico and all Americans.
I love
He's
Puerto
fake
Rico
because of his values and criticism of our great country." This dude is
Okay, where is this microphone? The situation with the microphone. I thought, on the thumbnail, it was a microphone.
Genuinely attacks minorities, tries to deport them, tries to say
Okay,
they
probably
can't use
here.
pre-recorded. But
Pre-recorded.
these it's so annoying just seeing them be hateful as hell all of the time. Right here, Kid Rock says, "Yes, my halftime performance was pre-recorded, but..."
Really? Really? So my halftime performance was pre-recorded but performed live. What? Performed, he means he was just jogging around on the scene. No limp psych syncing like the haters or fake news are trying to report. Then they sync the camera to my performance on but I did not line up, and I explained this in what? Oh, this pre-recorded but live. You either live or pre-recorded. Come on.
Performed live, meaning that they recorded it like a day before or days prior, but that the live performance was then aired. That means it wasn't performed live. He says no lip syncing like the haters and fake news are trying to report. I don't know. It looked like it was lip syncing to me. I would play a clip, but Kid Rock and his label, they would strike this video down. By the way, make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you appreciate the reporting that we do on the Adam Mockler feed.
What's up, people? We're here to address the fake news media and all the trolls that are piling on trying to say I was lip syncing.
This is just a humiliation tour.
First, I gotta say thank you to my DJ, Paradigm, we call him Freddie, who flew down from Detroit this evening. It's Monday night, flew down from Detroit this evening just so we could make this.
Just for the humiliation ritual?
Hang on, drink a couple beers, so it's all good. So, the turning point of Ball with the Ball, you know that song's Chaos. And the first thing is, if I was ever going to lip sync, which I wouldn't, that would be the last song I would ever.
I don't want to listen to this entire thing, but you know the old adage in politics, when you're explaining, you're losing. And this video is 5 minutes long of him just explaining.
Yeah.
What could they possibly be yapping about for 5 minutes?
This is crazy.
It was disastrous, but it wasn't that disastrous. We don't need 5 minutes of this guy yapping about this. Lord have mercy. I also want to point out something that's going viral. I don't really talk about Erica Kirk that much, but this is going incredibly viral because she did a show yesterday.
Okay, that's understandable. So it was pre-recorded, but I performed live. This is some shit they try to tell us. Yeah, that's some shit. For days, my internet does not run smoothly. I think the commercials suck up the queue, make problems. Who has the same? Well, I have perfect internet. We have good internet here. In general, there's no problem. Live and pre-recorded at the same time. Okay, yeah. There's an update on condition of the Russian general. No, he is still alive, from what I saw. Let me check some of the Russian channels, what they write. They would have typed already something, or Ukrainian channels. So he's still in intense gear, and that's it. That's the information I got like 1 day ago. Yeah, nothing. No information. There was information about Kadyrov though. I'll try to find the video with Kadyrov. He showed Adam Kadyrov. Rozan Kadyrov showed Adam. I wonder where... But Adam Kadyrov doesn't look like himself. February 4th. I think it was the day before yesterday. Maybe February 10th. So this is Kadyrov's Telegram channel. So he showed Adam Kadyrov somewhere, but I tried to find where. This is his brother. Here. This is Adam Kadyrov, full of medals. So it's the first time they show him. But why they're not focusing on his face? Like, what is happening? Come on, show us. Yeah, so allegedly he is okay. But he's a little thinner than before. Yeah, Adam got really skinnier. Way skinnier than before. A little bit strange. I don't know. Yeah, Adam looks not like himself. Let's copy this image. I want to save it, but it's the first depiction of Adam since alleged crash, car crash accident. But why not to show Adam back then, just after this accident, whatsoever. I want to check out his previous image, to compare. I wonder when he posted the last time. Probably it was even in January. 15th January or something. No, he was skinny back then. It's useless. So he didn't change too much. He lost some weight. Yeah. So I don't see like huge changes. So he's alive. Everything is okay with him. It seems like. Yeah, he started to lose the weight well before, and now he looks, I would say, okay. So maybe there was the crash, maybe he sustained some of the injuries, but visually he's fine. He is not like complete. Looks like BS to me, Dennis. What do you mean BS? Like my task is to tell truth, and in my next video update I'm gonna speak about Kadyrov, because before there was lots of the information, and I said like according to some of the factors something allegedly happened, but we cannot state 100%. But it seems like he is alive. Everything is good with him. No, he is not the eye. They have weird beard trend in that nation. Yeah, it's like Muslim type, not in that nation. It's like Muslim type of the beard. Without mustache, you just, like sailor, boatsman sailor. Bloomberg published Dmitriev package. Okay, let's see. It's the fresh information. Hopefully you can see it here. So Bloomberg published Dmitriev economic initiatives that Kremlin tries to implement to, let's say, bribe the United States. Yeah. So here we have real thing. I'm going to make my image smaller for you to see the text. So areas where Kremlin memo sees United States and Russia economic interest coverage. Long-term aviation contracts to modernize Russia's fleet of aircraft, plus potential United States participation in Russian manufacturing. Here it's interesting. What do they mean, Russian manufacturing? Of aircraft or general manufacturing? Okay, the next one. So aviation really matters for Russia, if they put it the first place. Russia dependent on spare parts, on software. Next, joint oil and LNG ventures, including offshore and hard to recover reserves. What is hard to recover reserves? Which take into account previous United States investments and would allow American firms to recover past losses. LNG. Offshore and hard. It's hard to say what they mean here, but LNG means gas, which is supplied by ships, not by pipes, usually. So Americans, they supply their gas, Russians supply their gas. What this cooperation is about, it's hard to say. How even producers of the gas could be partners if they want to sell their own products and get the money for it. Like Here I don't understand really the cooperation between the United States and Russia, because for me it's kind of strange, really. Preferential conditions for United States companies to return to the Russian consumer market. Again, it's a very small part of the United States companies which were presented in the Russian consumer market. Mostly Europeans were presented. Some of the cars, some of the manufacturers, but America, what was American there? I don't even... Harley Davidson. Number 4, cooperation of nuclear energy, including for AI ventures. Oh, here, of course, it's interesting. Could be interesting for Donald Trump's family, and Donald Trump himself said about it that Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant could be used to power AI data centers. This is crazy unhinged variant, but they say like this. And again, the United States, they produce their own nuclear reactors. Russia builds their own nuclear reactors and power stations. Again, here they're competitors. As for LNG, the same. Okay, fifth, Russians return to the dollar settlement system. Russia is still there. The dollar is the reserve currency of the Russian central bank. It has not been cancelled. So where they want to return? Come on. They have their reserves of the sovereign fund in dollar, and they're selling, moreover, they're selling their gold now. Russia sells it for dollar to China. China pays with dollars, not with yuans, with dollars. Including possibility for Russian energy transactions. What does it mean? Russian energy? Transactions, it means that Russia will sell their energy resources for dollars, but it's profitable, for both, for United States and Russia here in this case, but for Russia it's more profitable, of course, because they obtain money in dollars, in kind of the stable compared to ruble or yuan or rupiah currency. Now they are forced to sell their energy, at least for rupiah, to somehow convert it via several transactions into dollars, and then they receive it. Still they receive in dollars, but they lose a lot in conversion. So it's like very profitable for Russia, this fifth point. Number 6, cooperation on raw materials such as lithium, copper, nickel, and platinum. Cooperation. What would it mean, cooperation? Russia sells titanium to the United States of America and aluminum. About nickel, I'm not sure. Lithium, Russia has lots of those. But United States, they also have different markets where they can purchase lithium. China, by the way, is selling lithium a lot to the world. They have the biggest lithium, those mines or factories, how to call those, and batteries they produce. So in China, there's lots of the lithium, by the way, in Ukraine as well. Ukraine already signed the agreement with the United States, so maybe United States has some of the alternative for Russian lithium, but nothing what is listed still convinces me about a $12 trillion deal even close. Number 7, working together to push fossil fuels as the alternative to the climate-friendly ideology and low-emission solutions that favor China and Europe. Low-emission solutions that favor China and Europe. So here they are saying about China, about downing China interests, because China goes for climate-friendly ideology as well as, by the way, as Europe. Low-emission solutions that favor China and Europe. So, here they blackmail their partner. Behind the curtains talk about something alternative that would harm potentially China's market, Push fossil fuels. They really don't care about, contaminations or whatsoever, yeah. So they want to pump, to drill, to burn more oil. Well, I'm not really fully like this crazy guy that supports only alternative climate-friendly energy, but this trend is okay for me. Like, still, I'm okay with fuel and oil to be used even right now. I think it's okay, and I have a diesel car. But climate friendly is also good because it's renewable energy. I think it's future for that one, because oil is, after all, not forever. Yeah. So fossil fuels, gas, oil, maybe for our lifetime it will be there, but the sooner humanity will change for other energy sources like nuclear, for example, it's also fine for me. Just need to build safety systems, but that's the future. Yeah, not just wind, not just solar energy, but also nuclear. That's future. But fossil fuels, okay, if they want to propel, it's like more ideology, as they say, than really outcome for the money. I think if the climate friendly, this ideology, what they say, would be not that profitable, China, if it is not that profitable, China would not invest lots of the money, like billions of dollars, into building those windmills and solar panels, solar stations. Like, why would they do it, right? So it's not ideology, it's the necessity, let's say, to change from and it's good actually, because China, it is forced to buy. They don't have oil that much for their needs, so they are forced to buy oil from Russia, from United States of America, from Saudi Arabia, from Iran, from Kuwait, Qatar, whatsoever. Yeah, so they have to be independent in energy. They need to boost nuclear production and climate-friendly solutions like windmills and solar panels. So it sounds very interesting, this proposal of Kirill Dmitriev, but it's just like no details are explained in those corporations, and I wouldn't say that it's about $12 trillion at all. Yeah, maybe if they continue this cooperation for 1 century, they might accumulate $12 trillion in this long-term perspective. But soon, in a middle range perspective, middle term, it's absolutely a strange deal and just blah, blah, blah. More propaganda and some of the words which are said out loud. That's it. Then the real deal. Well, we have general information from Bloomberg. We'll see how it goes next. So that's the attempt of Russia to, let's say, bribe the United States of America, bribe the current White House administration to show that, we have this proposal, go and sign this deal with us, and you should close your eyes on Ukraine. So we're going to continue cooperation. You lift off some of the sanctions from us, and we're going to continue the war, and you'll finance our military. That's the main idea here, from what I understood. I think cooperation between the United States and Russia, it's not possible. Or, yeah, it's possible, but it's not profitable that much. United States-Russian alliance, it looks to me, that means no more United States in NATO. We can no longer work together with the United States if they work with the Russian military. Today I saw a very interesting, what did I see? Yeah, there is a guy I'm following. He's an ex-advisor of the Ukrainian Internal Ministry of Internal Affairs, Gerashchenko, and he posts lots of the posts in English, and today he had like a very interesting post. He translated some of the Russian Solovyov stuff. The Russian propagandist Solovyov fantasizes about a large-scale war in Europe with the idea of united Russian-American army fighting the EU. I don't rule out the possibility of war unfolding in the European theater or of many operations. A united Russian-American army against the army of the European Union. For example, the Germans might make a move and try to deal with the Ramstein base, or they might suddenly decide to get rid of the Americans stationed in Europe, and Trump could turn to us for help. And we, like Suvorov crossing the Alps, would march through Europe to rescue the Americans blockaded by enraged European troops. Why not? And old Suvorov with a grey forelock would still be waving his saber, leading his miraculous warriors towards beautiful, tempting?
Кстати, возможности ведения как бы не был фантастическим.
Yeah, they say it sounds fantastic, but it could be real.
Или вдруг они решат избавиться от...
Oh shit, he said it really. Like this translation is correct.
Знаешь, европейские войска. А что нет? И старик Суворов с хохолком.
Jesus, they are sick. Russian propaganda is totally sick. Yeah, of course it will not happen. What the hell did he smoke? Yeah. In Europe, there is a climate tax, so it will make United States products even more expensive than China-made products. Yeah, there will be more cooperation with China than with the United States, sadly, and also Canada is looking that way. Well, in Europe, is there a climate tax? So, I just read out your comment. Thank you for commenting on Kick as well. Exactly, game over. What do you mean game over? Russian bizarre world. Yeah, Hulk. What the hell? This is wild. He is wild. Yeah. John, he's really wild. Powerful Captain, Red Russell. I tried, to change the format of the streams. Like, I call it Captain Denys Experience, and let it be episode 1. I decided episode 1, and for every stream, I gonna upload the same thumbnail, just different episodes. Episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and so on. Let it be like that. Yeah. And about Twitch, well, there are no thumbnails, but we have what we have. I still need to maybe adjust my Twitch page to search for the proper tags, for the proper words, for the better look of the page. So maybe my page is not that good and people don't click on that shit. Oh, we have 14 viewers on Twitch. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. And thank you for watching on Kick. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Guys, you're just fantastic. So there could be cooperation, I think, between the United States and Russia, but how far might it go? I don't know. Okay, so we have those news. President Trump's administration moves to expand efforts to revoke United States citizenship from foreign-born Americans as part of immigration crackdown. That's scary, actually, because many people, they already lost their previous citizenship. Yeah, like you go through integration course, you obtain your passport legally, pass some of the exams for it even. Yeah, history, like integration course plus exam. And all the people who obtain this passport, they're not like coming and obtain it right away. They should prove the integration into American society. So here is the pure, how to say, fascism. Can I call it like that? So they segregate people on like based on where they were born, which is not American thing at all. Like it's okay if you cannot become a president. But by the way, the first lady, yeah, she was born not in the United States. She was born in Slovenia. Are those rules applied to her as well? Well, I think this will fail. Honestly, I think this initiative will not be introduced. This is too much. Maybe they want to revoke citizenship, or this, I know, trend Donald Trump wants to implement to revoke citizenship from those guys who are in opposition to MAGA. Like, okay, we're not going to revoke citizenship entirely from those people who were born abroad. But if you do not support MAGA, if you go on the streets and riot against ICE raids, okay, we're going to take your passport. You're not fulfilling, or you were not integrated properly. And they would tell as an excuse, oh, you lied us during your integration period. They will find something, or they will accuse people that they were telling lies, or I don't know. They'll find out the reason to revoke passports if they do not like particular immigrants who are assimilated, who know English maybe or Spanish. It doesn't matter. America, by the way, doesn't have the official language. What is the state language? There was the interview of, I think, not Pam Bondi, what's her name? Megyn Kelly, with this British guy, Piers Morgan. Yeah, I don't like him. None of them. And Piers Morgan, he was really, in that particular interview, he was a little cooking that Megyn Kelly, and he said like, Megyn Kelly was really disgusted with this Spanish speaker singer, Bad Bunny. And Piers Morgan told her, like, what's the point? Like, do you know what is official language in the United States? And Megyn Kelly said it's English, and Piers Morgan said, no, actually you don't have the one. So every language is like official language in the United States. There is no constitution directive or something, or legislation that would say that English is really a state language of the United States. In those countries, like older countries, as for example, Ukraine, with heritage that goes for centuries, or many other European countries, they have the state language, yes, official language. All of the documentation on that one, but in America, no, because this country is being created by immigrants. Irish, UK, France, Germans, later on Italians. They take people from Africa as the slaves. Later on, someone else. Yeah, Mexicans also, Latin Americans who were actually in the United States. All of the state of Texas and California, it was Mexico before. There was the war between Mexico and the United States. And now they say, oh, you should not speak Spanish or whatever. Or they accuse Bad Bunny of being some sort of the anti-American or not the proper citizen. So this is complete hypocrisy, telling this shit about revoking American passports from those people who were not born in the United States. But at the same time, the First Lady was not born in the United States, and she has probably dual citizenship still, Slovenian and American. Of course, this is shit. If the United States administration and the military sides Russia, it is game over for NATO. No, they will not support Russia. Come on, they will not side. Of course, Trump's father was an illegal German immigrant, so possibly this legislation could include children. Maybe. Denys, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is a good friend of Ukraine. Now he is in trouble because of Epstein's scandal. If Starmer is pushed out, will that be bad for Ukraine? I don't think that. Maybe Farage, if he comes as a prime minister, that could be not so good for Ukraine. But any other prime minister, I think it's all right. Any other force. Conservatives, then they were in power. They supported Ukraine. Rishi Sunak. By the way, I saw Rishi in Davos. He was just walking there during the Davos World Economy Forum. Rishi. And he was the same, I guess, as Keir Starmer. So for Ukraine, maybe Farage, but Farage now his rhetorics also changes because many of his party members were accused of cooperating with Russia. Now he tries to distance himself from Russia, and even he commented on proposal of Donald Trump to push Zelensky for capitulation from Donbass. And even Farage said, no, what the hell is happening? Zelensky, it's too much. He tweeted on Twitter. So he was like in this opposition even towards Donald Trump. I was surprised that he tweeted that shit. So he tries to show that he is not really connected to Russia, but de facto I think he is. Statistics say Farage will take over if Starmer is out. Yeah. You see, now there is far-right party wave in Europe, almost in all of the European countries, maybe except Nordic countries. Maybe except like your country, Evelyn. And the trend is everywhere for far-rights. I think it's because people believe in the populism. That's why the guys like Nick Fuentes are also popular, yeah? So this right trend is all across Europe. And it was like that, actually, in Europe before, in 1930s and in 1920s. Mostly like those selfish nationalistic like governments were in rule across the Europe before the Second World War, and now we are coming to the same scenario. I seriously would not care if UK chooses Farage. I'd rather have clarity than Jojo partners. The EU needs stable allies and trade partners, or no need for exporting at all. I didn't get it, sorry, Interruptus. Go against Ukraine in UK is to go against British values. Also PDFs out. Well, yes, I think if Keir Starmer is somehow involved in that, like everyone should take responsibility or part of responsibility. So far, the responsibility from Epstein files is happening in Europe. Some of the deputy Slovak prime minister was resigned because of the Epstein scandal. And this UK scandal because of the Epstein files. But in America, everything is all right. It seems like. Yeah, yesterday with Pam Bondi, I watched some of the cuts that she didn't even want to speak with victims, and victims, they applied for FBI and for DOJ to be interviewed about Epstein case, but DOJ and FBI, they do not care. They even didn't want to have talk with them. Yeah, didn't interview them, didn't take any testimony. Crazy. Now Sweden has far-right party doing well. Okay. In Switzerland, it's also like that. Here, for many years, the right party is the top party, but it doesn't mean that they control parliament. They have majority of the votes like as a solo party, but still they have to form coalition. We have the True Finns party, which is very critical in immigration issues. They are now in power and very proud of strict immigration laws they have prompted. Okay. I think those are populists. Immigration is a good thing, as for me. As an immigrant, I am telling, at least temporary immigrant. Without immigration, country's economy just goes down. And the United States proves it, that immigration is the only solution, or have a huge birth rate. If you want, like if you really want to like solo nation, solo culture to be there in your country, you need to give lots of the new people to this world in your country. Otherwise, you are cooked. What happened with this case? Newly released body cam shows Border Patrol agents deliberately steering into Martinez, an American teacher, before shooting her 5 times. The HS falsely claims she ambushed them. Kash Patel amplified file. Prosecutor later dropped the case. Text shows generic celebrated good shooting. This was cover up. Fuck, this is so hypocrisy in America ongoing. Yeah, Martinez, I heard this story, I think it was several months ago. I think she was like the first victim. She was wounded, but she stayed alive. And they just shot her. I heard about it, and she is an American citizen.
Kash Patel posted on social media.
Cameras on.
This is newly released body camera video. A team of 3 Border Patrol agents is driving through a Southside Chicago neighborhood. 2 have guns drawn. Marimar Martinez, an American citizen and school teacher, is driving next to them, honking her horn, warning people to the presence of federal immigration enforcement. Another vehicle is behind the agents, also honking the horn.
All right, it's time to get aggressive and get the out, because they're trying to box us in.
It all happens in seconds.
All right, you're fine now. All right, out of the car.
Be advised, we've been struck, Get out.
Martinez was shot 5 times and survived. In this surveillance video, you can see the front of the agent's SUV come to a stop. 4 seconds later, Martinez's silver Nissan drives off, she says, fearing for her life. The Department of Homeland Security was quick to accuse her of attacking federal law enforcement, saying Border Patrol agents were, quote, ambushed by domestic terrorists that rammed federal agents with their vehicles. FBI Director Kash Patel posted on social media about the incident, quote, attack our law enforcement and this FBI will find you and bring you to justice. The post also included a link to video of a car ramming, but it had no connection to Martinez's case. And the body camera video tells a different story. In the lead up to the collision, you hear agents say they are going to collide with Martinez.
We're going to make contact and we're boxed in.
And just before the moment of impact, it's Agent Charles Exum who sharply turns his steering wheel in the direction of Martinez. Proof, according to her attorney, that they hit her vehicle, not the other way around. And as for the claim of being boxed in, this surveillance video calls that comment into question, with nothing in the path ahead of the border agent's vehicle. The court also released text messages and emails from after the shooting, including one message from Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bovino, just hours after the incident, offering to delay the retirement of Agent Exum, who shot Martinez. In light of your excellent service in Chicago, you have much left to do. And then a text message exchange between Agent Exum and someone whose name was redacted. Are they supportive? Someone asked. Big time. Everyone has been, including Chief Bovino, Chief Banks, Secretary Nome, and El Jefe himself. In various texts to and from fellow agents, the mood was celebratory. Good job, brother. You are a legend among agents. You better effing know that. Beers on me when I see you at training. That's awesome. You did real good. Damn it, man. Good shooting. The day after the shooting, Martinez was indicted. According to the complaint, she, quote, forcibly assaulted, resisted, opposed, impeded, intimidated, and interfered with an officer of the United States. After her attorney viewed the body camera footage and other evidence emerged that undermined the government's version of events, prosecutors made an extraordinary move and asked the judge to drop their own case. The judge agreed, but not long after, she told me the shooting still haunts her.
I don't want to remember that day. You're laying there at night and you're just thinking about it, like, what's going to happen? Like, it's really emotional to me. So it's like, it's hard for me to talk about it, but I'm trying.
Fuck. I'm so glad she's alive.
And that's part of why Martinez pushed to get all of this information out, because she believed it allows people to have a greater understanding of how agents might react after something like this, no matter the city.
Guys in America, you have a very big problem. Like, you have those guys with the guns. It's... No, I'm so happy that I'm not living in America now. I had an idea, and I had even job proposal back in 2022 to work for a cargo airline on Boeing. My friend called me and said, Denys, go to USA, and I was really thinking about it. U4U program, it was easy to get, but now there is the problem with U4U program, and you can be shot on the streets, just like that. Not by some of the robbers, thieves, but by United States federal agent, just like that. And they will cover up, they will call you domestic terrorist. For me, it would be like foreign terrorist, yeah. Al-Qaeda. So, fuck, this is worse than Russia, I would say. In Russia, I haven't heard those kind of the cases, honestly, from Russian police. They might detain the Russian opposition, yeah, in prison. That's happening. But just to shoot on the streets? No, I haven't heard those stories. Really, I haven't heard those stories. They might imprison, yeah. Recently, they imprisoned one of the Russian citizen, but she has like double citizen, Ukrainian and Russian. And she sent, I think, 90,000 rubles to her daughter, and that daughter donated that money to Ukrainian armed forces, and the Russians jailed her, not the daughter, but mother, who lives in Russia. I think they jailed her for 10 years or maybe even more for financing Ukrainian army. Something like that. So yeah, it's shitty state. Yeah, it might happen. But just, shooting on the streets like random people, no. It's not happening even in Russia. So, America, you have problem. Only in the United States, as Don King used to say, and they have killed many more than we know of their slave. Yeah, in the camps also there were many death reports of those people who were detained. Legals and illegals, they don't care. Sometimes they even detain American citizens, and they stay several days in the detention centers for illegal immigrants. I'm surprised, I'm shocked that in America it's possible, but yeah, sadly it's like that. Denys, you go into the wrong area, not far from squeezed, you would be lucky to get out alive. What? You mean not far away from Switzerland? I would be lucky to get alive? I don't think so. I think in Europe it's more or less okay compared to, like, at least police will not shoot me here, and I'm happy about it. So I know that if police is protecting people here, not shooting them all around. Police and immigration police, they're not making raids or something. No, there's the big story. The International Olympic Committee, they made it viral. Lawyer Yevgen Pronin has filed an appeal with the Court of Arbitration, for sport on behalf of Vladislav Horoskevich. The procedure involves quick appeal of decisions and can take place within 24 hours. I want my situation to be considered fairly, and in accordance with the rules, participation of Olympics is a chance that I won through my work. Horoskevich. But then I think competition is already over for him. Yeah, the truth is like that. Those bureaucrats, they're afraid of the Hamlet with deceased people. The truth always hurts. They take money. They got bribes from Russia, millions of dollars. There are multiple of the journalist investigation done about this Olympic Committee and how they take those bribes from Russia. So, and now even before those games, they came out with initiative. Maybe we should allow Belarus and Russia to compete in the games with their own flags. The same shit we heard also from FIFA boss, who is also bribed by Russia. It's 100%. Remember, it's not politics, yeah. And because of their actions, this situation went viral, and like there is lots of the support for Ukraine right now. And Zelensky already honored Vladislav with a medal. I don't remember the medal, but it's like the high honor medal for civilian. I saw Lindsay Vonn may lose her legs. No. I hope not. Well, at least pictures show that she fractured her leg. But if they inserted those rods, I think they already saved her leg. No, I think she will not be able to compete. That's probably. Olympics is a scam now. Yeah, I don't watch Olympics any longer because of those bureaucrats. Still, I like our team, but yeah, IOC is one of the most corrupt organizations out there. Not just sport organizations, but in general. And Zelensky already commented on this one. Sport shouldn't mean amnesia, and the Olympic movement should help stop wars, not play into the hands of aggressor. Unfortunately, the decision of International Olympic Committee to disqualify Ukrainian skeleton racer Vladislav Haraskevich says otherwise. This is totally not about the principles of Olympism, which are founded on fairness and support of peace. I think our athlete for his clear stance, his helmet bearing the portraits of fallen Ukrainian athletes is about honor and remembrance. Yeah, we are proud of Vladislav, and what he did, having courage, is worth more than any medal. Yeah, I think he did really nice, and even though he's not competing, I think it is better than to receive any sort of the medal from this corrupt Olympic Committee. And yeah, of course, it's his career, those contracts, potential, but after all, this guy will be more popular in the world, and he might earn another way, and maybe, I mean, in the future, who knows. This guy really brave one, because, again, for every sort of the sportsman, every Olympic Games, they're very unique. Once in 4 years, you have like several minutes to perform, to do your best, and to have either glory or defeat. So it's a very, very big thing, Olympic Games, for those sportsmen. We watched the Czech competition. Olympics is a big here. Oh, I see. It used to be big when I was young, but now it's like here and there. Gymnasts are effing amazing. 100%, by doing this, he earned the medal of being human, brave, and honest. Yeah, Coxstorm Observer. I wouldn't have known about him or the helmet because I don't care about sports. Okay, I see. The Olympics Committee decision is so bullshit, but at least he managed to raise awareness of the topic. Yeah, and I think those corrupt bureaucrats, they did it themselves. They helped to raise the awareness. Bad for the sportsman, but good for the visibility. I think for him it's also, in a way, good. It's not completely terrible thing for him. As for his sport career, maybe it's not good. But in general, people, like, he might because of he's well known. Yeah, right now he's one of the most famous sportsmen of these Olympic Games. He might convert it into something, some part of his new career. I don't know. The world knows Ukrainian people have integrity and morality. It has been on display for a very long time already. Thanks for your kind mark for Ukrainian people. Like, Ukrainian people are the same as others. I just opening his secret. Yeah. I mean, good people are in every nation. Bad people are also in every nation. It's everything like that. Oh, this guy, Orban. In April, we will not see this guy, hopefully. Prime Minister, Prime Minister, what's the easiest way for Europe to boost competitiveness? With the United States, maybe. Orban, first, stop the war. War is bad for business. Seek peace. Second, don't send the money to Ukraine. Third, cut energy prices as much as possible. So buy resources from Russia. In other words, he is telling you to abandon Ukrainians, to be slaughtered, and to actually finance Russia's murders by buying their oil and gas. Yeah. Yeah, he says like that. But he is not popular that much any longer in Hungary and will be dismissed soon. I'm gonna drink some beer. I rarely drink something. The last time I drank maybe beer, it was New Year of 2024. So I will celebrate, yeah. I'm gonna celebrate Orban's kaput. Political kaput. I've never asked you for anything, but could you please pray that Finland wins Sweden tomorrow in hockey? This I would like to pray, but I don't believe in gods. So I don't know. Well, if I can pray, yeah, I can pray. But whether this pray from atheist would be heard by the God, or maybe he would do vice versa. He would say, this guy doesn't believe in me, and he prays. Bullshitter, hypocrite. So probably it will not work. That Finland wins Sweden tomorrow in hockey. Okay. It was worth the effort, though. Thanks. Even in Canada, there are some MAGA. Yeah. In Alberta, especially. Yeah, that's what I heard. I like the monk walks. I wonder how to call those guys who vote for MAGA, or who still support MAGA and Trump. I mean, those uneducated people, really. Like people who are like in Russia. Yeah, they live in poverty. In America, I don't know. Yeah, maybe some people also live in poverty, but they're not educated. In many of the cases, they're alcohol or drug addict. They complain about their lives. They accuse everyone else, but not themselves, in their failures in their lives, like immigrants, whatsoever, leftists, liberals, Antifa. So is there the name for those kind of the people? In Russia, we call those vatniks. Vatniks, it means, this uniform of prisoner. In Russia, it's mostly cold. So the jacket inside, there is a cotton filling. Yeah, filling. Filler. Yeah, filling. Cotton, and this cotton calls vata in Russian, so it means vatnik. It means that this very plain jacket, but it's kind of warm, Also, Soviet soldiers used vatnik during the Second World War. It looks ugly, but it is warm. And like vatniks, it means like the lowest possible quality clothes that people wear in prisons and in army. So not in the current army even, but in old army. So it's like the visualization of Russian: shapka ushanka, vatnik, valenki, and vodka balalaika. So I wonder in bomber jacket is like this is bomber jacket I have. It's nice. It's like college jacket, but it's called bomber. I can read it out. Neon Rise Bomber Jacket. It's written here. Authentic product, special edition. Limited to 100 pieces, by the way. This thing. Only 100 pieces were produced. Different sizes. My number is 77. Limited edition collection. I paid, I think, 350 euros for this one because I was searching for this jacket for a long, this kind of the jacket, and I really like that leather. This is true leather here, something unique. I was going in a city. I was in Zurich today for my doctor appointment with this thing, and it's not traditional. I would say it's a little clownish jacket. Yeah, it's kind of too bright, I would say. It's not like people walk in Switzerland usually, but I like it. So how to call those Americans? Not the rednecks. Rednecks, I wouldn't say, but how to call those MAGA people? American vatniks? Too long. Erika Kirk has black leather morning pants. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Delulu. Delulu sounds something in Spanish or Italian. I usually call those American vatniks. Filler is vat. Fascist. MAGA Muppets. I think some people call redneck, but redneck, I think it's a little bit too much because some of the farmers may think that they're rednecks, but they're not supporting Trump. So I don't usually... Oh, Mug-tarts. Yeah, Mug-tarts sounds good. Mug-tarts. Huh. This is interesting. Deplorables. Mug-tarts. Mug-tarts is really interesting. I really like this one. Just vatniks. There are lots of them all around the world. Yeah, maybe. MAGA vatniks, something like that. And lots of those vatniks, there's also supporting Russia. Maggots. Also, maggots have heard. Oh, yeah, maggots. Okay. Yeah, maggots. So maggots, they also sometimes they support Putin. And before elections, during the election campaign, I saw many of the influencers from the other side, Democratic one, they asked the questions, those maggots, would you rather vote for Putin or for Biden? And they almost all the time say it for Putin. Not all the time they say it, Putin. And they ask one more question. Why Putin? Because he's a dictator, like war criminal. And they say, he likes his nation. He's a patriot of his nation. We need this kind of the guy here. Oh, shit. So they're so brainwashed. I mean, they're looking for some sort of the dictator who might resolve all of their issues, all of their problems. But Donald Trump just exploits their beliefs in his own favor. That's it. Yeah, I saw this video today. So that's the compilation of the different helmets on TikTok. like people. And if you go to the comment section, that's the people who just post this Ukrainian Vladislav. Cheers in the comments, you see. Because in this compilation, I got it in my. Then I was going in a train back here, back home. I saw this video, and there was no Ukrainian helmet in compilation, and people put it in the comment section aggressively. Yeah, that's that's the power of people. As always, the good God with the most fanatics wins. Yeah. Evelyn, do you have Vatniks in Norway? I just wonder. This is crazy. The Kremlin has floated inviting Trump to the May 9th military parade in Moscow. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said will be international guests in the event. Then asked about Trump, he replied, at the very last, we will ask whether he can or cannot attend. The May 9th parade marks Russia's Victory Day, commemorating the Soviet Union victory over Nazi. Yeah. They started the Second World War together, Russia and Nazi Germany, from the occupation of Poland in 1939. But they have the war, it's like Inception, a great patriotic war. It's since Germany betrayed them in this union and attacked Soviet Union in June 1941. And the victory days, then they went to Berlin, but the Second World War continued later and was finished in 1946. So they started this war, I mean, Soviets, yeah? They started it together with Nazi Germany. They were in this alliance, and the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact was declassified only after the Soviet Union collapse. But it is legit. It is even in some of the Russian museum there. Peskov looks kind of like American comedian Jeff Foxy. Yeah. He is like... He could be a good stand-up comedian looking guy, yeah. One of our former Finnish permanently members just defected to Russia. He was national embarrassment. But I am happy he gone to Russia now. He applied for asylum there. Oh my God. Yeah, if they love Russia, go to Russia, then it's okay. I do support that idea. Denys, did Russia prevent the population from viewing you on Telegram? Well, in Russia, Telegram is restricted. We call them naive or simple. I see. Are there many guys like that in Norway? So they cannot watch my photos, videos. For now, Telegram has been restricted, and Russian officials, they officially confirmed that. Not just Roskomnadzor implemented those restrictions, but Russian officials too. They say, we're gonna ban everything, Russians. Stand by for it. Be prepared for Cheburnet. Cheburnet, it's like Russian internet. Today, there were already talks that they're going to ban Google, Gmail, Google services, YouTube fully. So it is happening, guys. Russia is crazy state. Yeah. Ukraine 544 high. No, it's okay. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm kind of early today. I started at 6. Did Germany start more military production the last 4 years? Yeah, I'm sure if they increased the size of their army. Yes. But Pistorius yesterday, he mentioned that everything in stocks they already sent to Ukraine, there is nothing left. And for new deliveries, they need to produce more. 10-15% maybe. Oh, the same as in Switzerland. Like the number of those crazy people. In Switzerland, it's also like that. Like 10-15% of population, they are vatniks. Echo, thank you for your variants. It was like our vatniks. I see this thing. It's interesting. Here's some more political news today. I want to record one more video, but probably I'm gonna make it tomorrow. A new postmark from Ukrposta. Could it be like that? Made with the eye, probably. I'm not sure, but yeah. Sounds interesting. Oh, what the hell we have on the front? What is this? Come on. They put eyelashes on Bukhanka. They put eyelashes on Bukhanka. Okay, so Bukhanka was hit somewhere. Again, special Kherson Cat, nice channel. I follow it on X. Fucking Twitter. Supply vehicle behind the front lines, probably. No infantry in a bed, yeah. But it was hit, yeah. Interesting. Modification with eyelashes. Eyelash modification. Don Jones is going down. We read the tweet with you, yeah, from Donald Trump yesterday. He said 50,000 points, Dow Jones record. But now it fall down below 50,000. So then it goes up, like, because the trend is always up for the stock market if there is no like huge crisis. So Donald Trump may retweet his tweet once again that we have reached 50,000 points for the Dow Jones once again. Yeah, one more victory. It's like I've stopped the war, then I stopped nuclear war in the same country. Yeah. So he might retweet his tweet later in maybe a few weeks. Trump fails again. Yeah. The stock market, even without or even with big crisis like it was in 2008, long-term investments, they always go up. Yeah, they always go up. Markets always go. They sometimes, and it doesn't matter on Donald Trump or not Donald Trump. Those are usually other factors for long-term perspective. If you play the market in a short, yeah, this is important. Trump tweets are important. Everything is important. If you want to sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. But if you're just investor, it will go up. If the economy doesn't crash completely, like it was in 1930s, right? Trump fails again, yeah. Didn't Pam Bondi say everything is up? Yeah, Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi is crazy bitch. She's like so soulless. and she was confronted openly, and she was like screaming like a schoolgirl there. She like took so everything personal. Oh, we have more clips of this AI that went viral. Yeah, I showed you yesterday, and today we have more clips. This AI is called Cdance 2.0. I know. I haven't seen Cdance 1.0, but that's the second version of it. And it is so freaking detailed with lights, with everything. And those clips, they're getting viral. John Wick. Use Cdance to generate a video about Tom and John Wick Ultimate Rainy Night. But the clip is very short. Yeah, it's how many seconds? 15 seconds. It's here. Cdance 2.0. China's intelligence, and I see that it's better than Sora. Sora 2. I think it's way better. It's like a movie. Slow-mo. Hollywood is cooked. Or actors are cooked, I don't know. Seagull is going to love this. He won't have to get from the chair to do action scenes anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Jay. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, with the seagull it was funny. Now he may make his films with his appearance. He might lose some weight even with the help of artificial intelligence. But damn, this is so powerful, this Chinese one. It's interesting that OpenAI and Google, they invest billions into this shit. And their products are all the time a little... Like they are first, yeah, to release those videos like Sora and Gemini and everything. Image generation. But then Chinese came out with their artificial intelligence and they are way better. And for less money, as usual. Maybe they somehow get those technologies from OpenAI, from Google. Maybe they have their own spies and they make everything in parallel and in a way better because they see someone's mistakes, right? It's like conspiracy theory, but it could be like that. Why don't these actors use this AI motherfuckers? You have great time then? Yeah, I'm always having great time on streams. Yeah, I like streaming. I think it's mine after all. I'm not in like very playful mood today, but it seems like I have the constant speech and it could be partially at least entertaining. The idea is to stream today. Maybe record some of the video later on, but I will see. AI is the Wild West, not possible to sue. For now, yeah, it's kind of strange version of legislation. Yeah, with AI, it's kind of difficult, but we'll see. There could be some regulations applied. Need some regulations. Yeah. Why they're angry? Send them both straight to hell. Champions Olympics. Who are there? Who wants to sell them straight to hell? Are those Israeli? That someone doesn't like those. France. Merci. Yeah, France. Someone wants to send them to hell. Okay. People are stupid. I mean, bots, lots of the bots online and everywhere. Hi, Zolta Kansichini. The Actors Guild needs to sue. I don't think it's possible. Oh, good news. Germany will deliver 5 pack. Come on. Just 5 missiles. It is enough to shut down maybe a couple of the Russian missiles. To Ukraine and other countries donate of total 30. Okay. German Defense Minister Pistorius said. Fuck, not enough missiles. Packs 3, of course, are needed. Yeah, that's the problem. Oh, yeah, that's the news I heard today. Russian State Duma is considering blocking Google in the country. Member of Parliament Andrei Savitsov said it is technically feasible. At the same time, Roskomnadzor may wait for the company to return to Russia in order to recover outstanding debts. But I think they will block it. Russian Chaburnet will work. Absolutely. Absolutely. Chaburnet is out there. Yeah, Russia is so restricted. It's a very restricted state. The missiles cost is like 6 million each. No, 3 million, I think. Probably aren't many in Germany. Yeah. What I heard is 3 million. Maybe PAX 3 is more expensive. I'm not sure. Why not 300? Maybe not enough missiles. Yeah, I actually agree with that about AI. As far as video and art goes, there should be some kind of like security feature that allows you to easily determine if it is authentic or not. Maybe. Yeah, there should be the feature, of course. And companies, they now cooperate and they want to have this feature. Some sort of the VIN number for every sort of the video created online that might tell you if it is artificially made or not. You 5 missiles is like 10% interception rate. No. PAX 3 usually like 2 missiles per 1 Russian missiles. If PAX 3, 2 maximum 3 to intercept ballistic missile of Russia. Usually it's like that. So interception rate of Patriot is actually great. Yeah, it's not 10% interception rate. It's way higher. But no air defense system may guarantee you 100% interception, of course. Then I saw the first AI impersonation of the Lincoln Project. There was one AI warning, but I never seen another AI warning from YouTuber ever since that. Yeah. France and Norway will provide Ukraine with French-made guided aerial bombs. Nice. Those are Hammer, I think. You build the essential features directly to code AI, really not that hard. Yeah, so PewDiePie made his own AI, and it's working. He used several of the GPUs, which he put in parallel, and it's working. Even PewDiePie managed to do it. But PewDiePie is a very talented guy in those computers, hardware, software, so he likes challenges, and he did it. He did it very, very well. More Dutch pictures that... you mean Russian property? Yeah, maybe we're gonna go to that. We'll see. This is probably some... Yeah, Hammer, yeah. Hammer missiles. Oh, sorry, gliding bombs. Yeah, they're very effective. Ukraine mostly now uses those. Sometimes American GBUs, but mostly yeah, those kind of the bombs from France. They're very effective. And the logistics shoulder is very short from Europe. What PewDiePie did is not that hard with the money he has. I have done it also. Oh, great AI server at home. AI actually helped me set up everything. Nice. Genius. I mean, he has money, but also it's not just money, yeah? You can buy some stuff, those GPUs, but how to put everything together, how to program everything, it's also the great part of it. TVA380, welcome to Twitch. You know what AI is just a collective term, not one thing. Yeah. Now everyone calls everything AI. The true AI doesn't exist really. Like self-consciousness, yeah, artificial consciousness. Now it's like data center programs that are capable to learn according to the learning matrix model. So they might do mistakes, might make mistakes, and they're making mistakes. That's why on ChatGPT, if you use that thing, it says, oh, then it gives you a mistake, and you see it. You say, oh, fuck, you did some mistake. Oh, yeah, you are right. I'm sorry. I will give you the other answer, and gives you complete bullshit once again. So it's matrix model. It's like they're coming up with different solutions, then they compare it between itself with the regional and give you the most possible variant, but it doesn't mean that it's correct. That is how actually people think. That's how our brain works. This matrix decision-making model. Like we have a problem, and to come to solution, we have different options. Then based on the possible outcomes, we also have different options, and all of that with our previous experience, learning. That's why learning is also applied for AI models. But AI cannot think still. It cannot produce, let's say, on its own. So matrix model is still limited in its use in software. But in the future, of course, there will be self-consciousness AI. And some of the scientists, they say that it's gonna make us extinct, and AI, robots, it's the future of life. So biological life may end. Biological intelligent life may end. And it's like the next step of evolution and immortality, to evolve into artificial things. A little bit dystopian, but it's like Matrix scenario or Terminator scenario, something like that. Even Elon Musk says that, oh, we're gonna digitalize consciousness and download it to our Tesla bots. Do you want to become a Tesla bot? This is crazy. That will be. I would rather die than to have immortality in Tesla bot. Copilot is okay for a quick mod. Yeah. AI is going to lose about half its value, then it crashes. Yeah, it's mostly AI bubble. It's like .com, the same shit. It's inevitable, this bubble. It doesn't mean that there is no future for AI, but it will collapse for a moment, as it was in internet. .com crisis, yeah, huge. Lots of the investments, big bubble, blasted up, but it was not the end of internet. The same as with AI. Billions of investments, then China comes out with something better for millions of investments, way lower than it was. I think it's just pure speculation market for now, for big corporations to launder their dirty money between each other. They're just swapping those money from one box to another. For me, I just a faster Google with yeah. For me, it's also like that. Faster Google, faster Wikipedia, and somewhat better translation than Google Translate. It may get to the context of what you are saying, and also may give you several variants. So yeah, it's a good model for training, for studying better. I'm not fan of the inflated economics of AI, not at all, but there are very interesting possibilities. Yeah, I'm saying it. Like .com was a bubble, but in internet there are really interesting opportunities, possibilities, how you call those, prospects. Yeah, so it's not the end of AI, this bubble, no. Google AI, sorry, no response. Oh, interesting. Fluent has tweeted. Tom Homan just officially announced the full withdrawal of ICE from Minneapolis. This is nothing short of complete and total surrender to radical left agitators. Trump has sent the message that rioting, stalking, and attacking ICE agents works. Trump just tackled. He tackles out.
With that, and success that has been made arresting public safety threats and other priorities since this surge operation began, as well as the unprecedented levels of coordination we have obtained from state officials and local law enforcement.
Blah, 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 blah. Is he chewing the gum?
I have proposed, and President Trump has concurred, that this surge operation conclude.
Concluded means over. Oh, nice. Nice.
A significant drawdown has already been underway this week and will continue to the next week.
So actually, yeah, here partially he's correct. He's crying about it, but it's the surrender, definitely. It's tackle out of administration and stalking and attack. They were not stalking, they were protesting. Stalking, yeah, it's good thing for ICE, against ICE. Stalking, doxing is good to uncover. If they want to hide, if there are federal agents, they'll still be uncovered. Rioting is also good in this case. Attacking, not that much. But it works. Yeah, and Trump just tackles. Boom, 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 boom. I think I watched Dylan. Where is Dylan? Dylan Eyes. Dylan TV. Dylan Burns. That's the guy. Uh-huh. 1 month ago, 7 days ago. I think he filmed something about ICE recently, or published. Not here, not on this channel. Come on, let's go back. Maybe ICE calls what did today stalking their agents. Yeah.
We're going around, and we were looking for ICE activity to film. We did film some ICE activity. We saw ICE set up outside of a courthouse, actually illegally parked, funnily enough. And so I actually watched the parking authority come down and go like, hey guys, you're illegally parked out front of this courthouse. I'm sure you guys are gonna like, do what you're gonna do, your ICE or whatever, but you can't be parked out in front of this courthouse. And the exact words that was repeated back to me from who heard it, because I didn't hear it, but it was another journalist who I think is credible, who said back to me, "What,
guys? I will leave you with Dylan for a moment. I'm gonna go to the bath, okay? And I'll be right back pretty much soon. So yeah, I also want to listen. Then I'll come back because he did like on-field reporting from Minneapolis himself. So they were stalking ICE there. Nice.
You're making this harder than it needs to be. As if like we're gonna do this anyway. This is our job, we're gonna be doing stuff in Minneapolis, but you're making this harder than it needs to be. That we're not allowed to park here on the space that nobody's allowed to park on. And then they moved to a different parking space it said explicitly on a sign, and I filmed from the sign and then to the vehicle that said for the sheriff. Like this is for like the local law enforcement authority. Very specifically, this is for local law enforcement. So that was interesting. 5 minutes following that, us filming that to the vehicle, they just kind of went off. The proper consensus that I have come to, and when I say proper consensus, what I mean is the truth, because it's undeniable at this point, is that since we have seen a drawdown of 700 ICE, I don't know what you want to. Some people use the charge term occupiers, ICE agents, ICE desperados. I don't know. I'm sure that's maybe a Nick Shirley term, but however you view them, they're bringing out 700 of those guys. CBD, Customs and Border Patrol, they're on the way out. Bovino just got booted. He's probably going to be moved somewhere else. Don't think this is the last we've seen of Bovino. And so the majority of the operations we saw today, we really had to scour for. There was a operation at a home that we just missed by like about a minute and 30 seconds. But our colleague over with Fort Fisher and gang, he was able to get some footage. But that was somebody getting to. They were trying to like look at a home, talk to somebody through a window. It was a contained operation. People had rifles out as neighbors filmed and made noise. And so there is operations. We filmed operations. We found operations. We were able to, follow ICE activity around. But it's not what it was 2 weeks ago. It is not what it was 2 weeks ago. It's really It's not really comparable. So 2 weeks ago, all you really had to do, as it was told to me, is you just kind of listened for whistles. And while there is also traffic authorities that use whistles in downtown Minneapolis, which makes that a little difficult, at the end of the day, if you drove around, you eventually would hear whistles. You would eventually see some amount of like possibly the tear gas, and you would be able to find stuff within an hour or so. Today, we had maybe 3 encounters, and each one of them took hours to get. It took hours to get to. So the operation has definitely drawn down, but that does not mean that the operation is over. At this point, there is still more ICE agents in Minneapolis than there are Minneapolis police officers. So there are more ICE agents currently in the city than there are local law enforcement, beat cops and such. So that's still, Operation Metro Search is still going on. Homan might have, changed the rhetoric in comparison to Bovino, but, operations are still ongoing. Ricardo's new camera made you look extra sexy. Well, thank you, Santa's little helper. I'm truly been objectified. I am scarred. Dylan, do you feel safer at home confronting ICE, or were you feeling safer in Pokrovsk? Oh, dude, I feel, I'm going to be blunt. I feel very safe. I feel very safe. It's been interesting filming out here because, you know, my operation's pretty independent, but I've been doing, you know, work with other journalists. They've been informing me about what's going on. I've been doing ride-alongs with other journalists, you know, who have local vehicles, helping to save on vehicle costs and stuff like that. Man, you know, it seems to me that the majority of this ICE activity is now happening in the mornings. Okay, I don't want to like, I don't want to, you know, share secret ICE information. No, that's a lie. But either way, ICE is now doing these operations, I think, in a huge concentration in the early morning. I mean, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., really early. Before people are out on the streets, I don't know if this is motivated by, you know, they're already not getting much sleep due to the whistles being blown and the drums getting hit at the hotels, and they're already awake, go out early before, or, you know, this is, either way, I think the method is go early before people are awake, and then it'll be harder for people to stumble upon the operation, make a bunch of noise, maybe, you know, form a human chain and stop the operation, impede, document, or do anything that, you know, could stop them from detaining and deporting more people. Or stop them from, as the view of many locals here, violate the rights of U.S. citizens, detain U.S. citizens, you know, ID U.S. citizens, be masked and enforce law enforcement, ask people for identification when you won't even identify yourself. You know, there's some basic principles, not only about, hey, I have this stance on immigration, but a lot of, this is not your job. Your job isn't to go around and ID everybody. The job was targeted enforcement, right? Now, the idea from the Trump administration is by bringing in somebody like Homan, you can appeal maybe as an olive branch, but it's really hard for me to see after the shooting of Alex Peretti, after the shooting of Renee Good, there ever been a cooperative relationship between Jacob Fry, or the...
Yeah, actually, he is correct. Like the ICE agents, their job is to particularly precisely target some of the suspicious guys, and they should have like reasonable suspicious thing, but they cannot target America, like everyone around, ask for ID without being identified themselves. So I think it's the proper thing that Dylan did there, stalking agents. I wonder if there is a report from the ground.
I've heard a lot of reports of like crazy driving by ICE. And today I did see ICE directly disregarding local laws. Now, when it comes to things like traffic enforcement in front of a courthouse, that might not seem super significant, but people do notice those types of things. If you have your civilian car in an illegal parking spot as you're waiting to snatch people as they come out of a courthouse, they get away with it. They don't get ticketed. When they get complaints, they say, oh, come on, is it worth it to the person, as if like they can shoo them away almost. Like, come on. But if a normal person was to do that, could they shoo away a ticket person? Could they say, oh, I don't want a ticket. Don't give me a ticket. You know, oh, it says it's so supposed to be local law.
Yeah, it's like they have too much power. Too much power. I really don't understand why USA doesn't deport criminals who are not in the country legally from jail or prison. Huh? You mean illegal immigrants or what? They're deporting. But it's like in Europe, at least it was before Donald Trump, like that. They give TPS, temporary status for people to stay while their case is under review. And it might take years and years. In Europe, it's the same stuff in some of the European countries. Don't forget to like the stream. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like the stream. Thanks for reminding. Totally insane. Thank you. He melts down completely. I mean, Nick Fuentes Nick explains how Trump administration could have a golden age. Fire Howard Lutnick, yeah. He's annoying for everyone. For nuclear, right, for left, for everyone. For centrist, Indict Les Wexner released the files, unredacted, cut aid to Israel, require voter ID nationwide. That is what Donald Trump is actually tries to implement. Deport 5 million illegals. They say, I think, 20 million before. Now it's 5 million or what? Why the numbers are always changing? He gets too much emotional here. Skategate 2, the way French defeated the Americans in ice dance, it's nothing short of another Olympic scandal. Why? What happened? The way the French defeated the Americans ice dance is nothing short but Olympic scandal. Why? I'm not one those Americans who dump on French. I never order freedom fries or liberty toast or whatever. I prefer to let the greatest generation make with the jokes like the French flag is white or for sale French combat. What? Just make fun of them. What happened? The Canadian pair Jamie Sell and David Pelletier delivered what most observed, including commentators, fans, and experts, consider a flawless free skate performance. The Russian pair Elena Bereznaya and Anton Skilardrudze, wow, I cannot spell this name, had a noticeable error. Yet judges awarded them the gold medal by a narrow 5-4 split. Yeah, of course, because Russia pays for International Olympic Committee. Niven Sale and Partiller with silver. Yeah, it's like corrupt fucking shit, this Olympic Committee. This sparked immediate outrage with the crowd booing loudly and widespread accusations of bias or corruption. Yeah, of course. In the old 6.0 judging system, there were subjective ordinal ranking were prone to block vote. The relation and fallout. French judge Marie Renée Gournay initially appeared distraught and later admitted under pressure that she has been pressured by her national federation to place the Russians first. This was allegedly part of the vote-tragging deal, favoring Russia in pairs to help secure future advantage for French ice dance couple later in the games. Look, this is so corrupt. I don't watch. I never suggest watch Olympics anymore longer. This is theater. And she admitted under pressure that she had been pressured by national federation to place the Russians first of France to have later on advantage in French ice dance couple in the games. It's like selling votes. This would be like Gu, who became notorious and had to answer for her. America's best ice dancers are in a battle for their lives against new French team that formed only because of some very dark. So now I understand why people are complaining. And the result of the competition, if you want to call that, if you want to call it that, is that French have once again conspired to steal the most precious covered prize of all sports, a gold medal in ice dance. Simply put, American duo Madison Chock and Ivan Bates were flawless in the long program. The already scandal-ridden French pair were basically two... Well, this is biased article also. It's called her names and everything. I don't know what people say about it. French team embroiled scandal amid allegations and abuse. Judging scrolling sheets bring up significant questions. Corrupt French judge, choke debates and Olympic judging stays undefeated. Vibes, politics, and home ice favorism dressed up as art. It's very hard in this kind of the dance sports, skate dance. Speak out in scandal and rapists protecting. Oh, fuck. Very questionable. It was pretty boring skate. They were technically good, but not great. I need to go deeper into this, not right now, but it seems like there is a big scandal, again involving Russians. Again with Russians. As usual. Olympic Committee, Russians, and bribes and everything. I only watch for the excitement of the alpine skiing. Oh, yeah. Who the hell gives something about ice? Is all it's long or gone, disbanded and sent home? Oh, what is this? What is this? Horrific. Massive silk hole rips open parts of China. It's the road, but they closed the road, so they expected something, yeah? Portal to hell. That's crazy. Come on, go. Yeah, go in. Oh, more. Okay, now they start to run away. Should have been proper idea before, but still some of them are staying kind of close. Then I was a kid, I saw those kind of the collapses of the ground. I thought that, if we are sucking oil and gas from soil and the soil like shrinks. But mostly this is kind of the natural thing in many of the cases. It's the soil erosion underneath. Sometimes it's the human-made thing because of this road maybe, but it is happening also occasionally, as it is. It depends on the soil. Streets built by Temu, yeah. Streets built by Temu. It's kind of interesting. Tunnel to Russia. Because of broken water pipe. Yeah, also could be. Yeah, Evelyn. When I was a kid in the 90s, X-Files and UFOs were a big deal. Yeah, I also watched X-Files when I was a kid. I seriously believe that UFO might abduct me in the middle of the night if I walk outside another... Oh my God. Yeah, you had this kind of the fear. Then I was young, I believed in this UFO, mostly because of the X-Files, the movie series. But later I start to grow up and understand it's just a series. Come on. So, but I still was inspired by the space. I remember when I was a kid, we went to Crimean Observatory, and I saw the sun, with this filter. I saw it's very close with this huge telescope, all of those movements on the surface, those flares on the sun, very beautiful. Also planets. So I like astronomy. For some people, astronomy is like, as for my daughter, she doesn't like to even speak about astronomy because for her, this thought that we are not just here on Earth, but there is unimaginable space, so big, so large that it's kind of hard to comprehend. So this thought frightens her. But for me, it's okay. I mean, for me, it's even good because I understand that this universe is unbelievably versatile and infinite. So I like it. I like it to be infinite, honestly, with many, many variants of how it might develop or how it might exist. It's fantastic that we are not limited into something. Potentially, our world. Astronomy and space is so freaking cool. Sometimes then I feel like shit. I like to think of space. I put things into perspective. Yeah. I sometimes also watch like planet comparison. Yeah. Not sometimes. I have it in the recommendations, like planet comparison or sun comparison, like those planet. Oh shit, where is it? Comparison. Planet comparison, yeah. Like upscaling. So, yeah, Ceres. Those are the small planets. This is Pluto, yeah. You don't see it. Okay. Pluto is here. Europa is the satellite of Jupiter. Yeah, of Jupiter, correct. Moon, a little bigger. Mercury. Yeah, actually, Earth has a very large satellite planet. Very large. Mars. Venus. Venus is almost like Earth for the size. Earth. And this is Kelper. Exoplanet that was discovered somewhere. Neptune. Uranus. This giant. Saturn. Yeah, my favorite is Jupiter, yeah, in our solar system because it's very beautiful. And our sun, really huge. Thermonuclear reactions. Some of the Sirius A. I think it's the closest star to us, I think, Sirius draft star. 4 light years, as far as I remember. Pollux. Arcturus. What is this? Supermassive black hole. But we don't see it. Aldebaran. Nice name, Aldebaran. Aludra. Some, like, discovered sounds and objects in the space. So interesting. I wonder what is the biggest one in this video, because for every video, sometimes there is the different biggest star. Pistol star, hyper giant star, and it will grow, yeah? It is blue and it will grow to the red giant. Canis Majoris Scuti. Who is Scuti? Stephenson. Okay, probably that's the biggest star. And what? Oh, I didn't see this video actually. What is here? What is this? A supermassive black hole? Come on. Do we know about supermassive black hole? Really? Where does it exist? Yeah, I didn't watch this video before. Nebula, yeah, nebula is big. Actually, nebula you can see with your own eye or with light optics. Okay, you will see this kind of the stuff. It's, I don't remember in what constellation. Maybe Scorpio or something, but yeah, it's visible even with this light. Yeah, nebula, head horse nebula. Yeah, head horse, and there is also one more nebula, eagle nebula. Yeah. Sigurd Drug Galaxy. Yeah, we are like on this, on a pancake, very flat relative to the width. The galaxy, it's 1:10 ratio. Tarantula Nebula. Sleeping Beauty Galaxy. Ooh, really beautiful. Milky Way, that's our galaxy. It's also big. And it's going to collide with Andromeda Galaxy very soon. Yeah, Andromeda is here. It's bigger than ours. Like very soon, relative to the space-time, we're gonna collide with Andromeda. We are on a track, crossing track. Its collision will happen in some billions of years. Yeah. Virgo supercluster of galaxies and supercluster. Yeah. Looks like nerves in a brain. What the hell is this? Observable universe, I guess. Yeah? Yeah, observable universe, yeah. 93 billion light years. People say it's expanding, but they say that you could fit all planets in our solar system between Earth and the Moon. I just can't understand that. Yeah. The Moon looks big, but actually it's 500,000 kilometers away. Well, if we can pick the right ones, lots of the wonderful people and places on Earth. Yeah, yeah. It's not possible for humans to leave the solar system. Well, it's, I think, possible to leave, but not for long. Not possible, let's say, to reach something behind solar system, because the next one, I think, 4 light years away, and this is a very big distance. I think Sirius is the closest to us, the next star, Sirius. Closest. So to go there, it's not possible for humans, or there should be something down, something, like I already said on the stream, some rabbit hole, yeah, using to cut the how to say, cut the space, not travel through space, but to cut it somehow. Oh, the Atlantic says that the total losses in the war in Ukraine, civilians, military, from both of the sides, is already 2 million people. 2 million. This is the craziest number. Yeah, and Trump still believes that it's all about Donbass. Mm-hmm. It is not about Donbass. It's about Putin and his thing. I'm not sitting on spaceship with even more psychopath on board. Wormhole, yeah, wormhole. That's wormhole. Right, guys, it's been 2 hours. I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna go sleep, and maybe I'm gonna stream a little later, okay? I'm gonna sleep for a while, and I'm gonna start the stream. Maybe gonna play just Arc Raiders, but we're gonna speak about every sort of the topic with you. So yeah, that's the plan. So see you around on the next stream, okay? I'm not saying you goodbye. I say see you around, okay? If you want to join, you may join, but I guess it will be in several hours, maybe 2, 3, 4. I'll see how. I'm just sleeping, too much sleeping, and I need to sleep. See you around, guys, and ciao ciao. Bye bye.